Hello and welcome to the Let's Get Bratty podcast where we talk about all things flop. I am your host BDS Brat and today we are joined by legendary icon Queen of Flop, Miss Rabbit Ratish Bitch.
Oh,
Clock
honey.
it!
Oh, it's like that.
And it's the energy in here is it's feeling kind of big.
You know what? I thought that when I walked in the room here too. When I saw you, I saw a real big bitch, and I was just like, okay, the energy in here is definitely giving Burger King. It smelled a little bit like Burger King too. Um, and
Um,
yeah, that's what I thought. So
okay, well
yeah.
let's get started with the question, sis. Are you ready to tell the truth and nothing but the truth?
Oh, honey.
Okay. Okay, so the first question is
Okay, honey. So when I was born, I was born with a little nose, a little rat nose, and my mother, Nicki Minaj, named me Ratish. And my
well,
father, his name was Richie, and his last name was Rabbit. And my second last name was Rabbit, because as you know, I have two last names, okay?
right, right,
So I
right.
put my last name in front of my first name, and yeah, we got Rabbit Ratish. So,
What
yeah.
an unfortunate name. Okay.
Oh, honey. You know
Okay.
what isn't unfortunate? Do you know what is unfortunate?
What?
That you have to go to the doctor every day, and when for your insulin, and you know what they tell you? You are
What?
severely overweight. Oh,
Oh,
I mean
well, you
obese,
know,
honey, obese.
you know a lot about going to the doctors for the pap smears you get. Anyways,
What are you talking about?
what is your favorite thing about being a flop artist?
Um, I would say being a superstar
Right.
and getting to the bag, getting all this coin. So,
Really. And speaking about getting to the bag, as the founder of Ratish Records, tell us the truth about how much you pay the artists.
oh, I don't. That's a little bit confidential. So,
Right. But I'm very public about how much you pay me, and it's not a lot,
well, I
you know.
feel like I pay my artists what they deserve. Each of them
Really,
get a separate salary
I saw Perea.
based on their income
Mm,
or their income of streams. So
right.
yeah, I base it off of that.
I saw Perea begging in the streets the other day.
Oh, I don't think that was Perea, baby. I think you were looking in the mirror.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Well, you headlined Flopchella, and how was that experience?
It was very good. I got to meet and see some of my fans. Thank y'all for all the
Yeah.
love out there. I know BDS Brad didn't receive
Uh,
the same love that I did, but
you know, I correct me if I'm mistaken, but I saw a cloud of green smoke around you. Um, 'Cause
I think you were mistaking me for somebody else.
no, I'm pretty sure it was you. You were on stage and I saw some flies, but we won't talk about
Oh,
that.
honey, no, I
No.
showered just before I went on stage. So, my makeup artist and my hair artist, or my
Right.
hairstylist, they both did my
Oh,
hair, and they said I both smell good. So, I feel like you were thinking about somebody else. I feel like you were thinking about dicks.
ah,
Yeah, I think you were thinking about them, honey.
well,
So don't get it twisted. You definitely have me mistaken for somebody else.
okay. Oh shit.
What was
Okay.
that? Oh, girl, is that your timer to go take your insulin?
Fuck you. Okay. How would you describe your music back then than how it sounds currently?
Back then I was a little bit goofy. Um,
Right.
I
Back
was
then.
tapping into more, yes, back then, baby. I was tapping into more my satire, era, and now I'm more myself, and
Mm,
I've matured. I found a good sound for me, and yeah, that's how
good.
I would describe it.
That's very generous for you.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about, self-positivity,
Oh, yeah, and you're
self-motivation.
also all about body positivity,
Uh,
so. So,
you know,
what's funny?
nothing. Okay. What is a song from Rabbit Ratish that is underrated that you wished had its own moment?
Let me think. Double tap.
Yeah, I like Double Tap. I
I
think
feel
it's
like
the
double tap should get the attention that sexy got.
yeah, I like Double Tap. It's my favorite song from Virtual Girlfriend Sis. I like it. Clock it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, okay. What inspires most of your music?
Like artists or just like everything in general?
We could do both if you want.
I'm very inspired by Cupcake.
Mm,
I'm very inspired for the life I live. You know, everything is based off of my life.
right.
So,
I
and I'm
don't
very
see.
inspired off of Dick.
Oh, you said that you're very inspired by things that go on in your life, but I don't see any food related songs. I know that
You
it's.
know, I don't think that goes on in my life. So,
I mean, I know it's a sensitive subject for you being a overweight person, but you know what? It's
oh,
fine.
honey,
Live your truth life.
honey,
Okay.
I
Uh,
don't think so.
what is your most proudest song from any of your eras or albums?
Cooch the Cooch. You know, me and GFA did our big ones.
Coots the
I loved collabing
Cooch?
with, I loved collabing with Gia.
Right, how was
Um,
collabing with her?
it was a great experience, you know.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Brittany, you should just came into my room. What, baby? Yes, bro, it's not a snack. Oh, honey, watch your mouth, honey. Okay, sorry.
Uh,
Go play with your Barbies, baby. What was the question? What was my experience like with Gia? Well, it was a very good experience. You know, I met her out in Flop Tropica before we even made the song. A very nice woman. You know, we have a few pictures together. So we made
right.
Cooch to Cooch a few days later after we, you know, were partying it up and we decided to
Mm,
make a song about our party. So, you know, we were very close, like almost
right.
Cooch to Cooch. So we
Right.
called it Cooch to Cooch. And then after that, after at the party, I had got my period. So we decided to make one more
Oh,
song called Period Time. So, yeah.
okay, well, two things. Ready to, number one, let's go back to Rainy Isha. You said that you told her to go play with her Barbies, right?
Yeah.
And I believe that as a mother, you would want to be self-aware, right?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you buying Barbies that look like they have autism for Bernicia.
Oh, honey, no, 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 no. I did
Really?
buy her the Down syndrome Barbie though, just so
Oh.
she can look just like her auntie BDS. Yeah.
Okay, and number
And you
two.
know, she'll
Oh,
be playing with it in her dream house, and she'll be like, "Oh my God, it's BDS Brat." I was like, "Yes,
right,
honey, that looks a lot like her."
right. It sounds like you buy her a lot of things. I know where our paychecks are going. And
Oh,
number
honey.
number two, it sounds like you have a really good connection with
Relationship? Yeah, I do
relationship
have a
with.
very good relationship with my
Oh,
daughter. It's a lot better than my other daughter, my firstborn, Brittany. I did not like that bitch at all. Brittany was a fucking whore. So,
oh,
yeah, she's dead.
oh.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't visit that bitch's grave one time. I've never visited it, and I didn't even go to the funeral. So,
You
but
know?
yeah,
Well, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say you. It looks like you have a pretty good relationship with JFA
it's
and
GFA, baby.
GF. Well, but I saw on Twitter the other day she unfollowed you. Any
Oh no,
comments?
baby, we're still following each other. I think that
Sorry.
was a fake account.
All right. Moving on to Twitter stuff. You tweeted the other day, Lily Tino blocked me on TikTok and Twitter. Why is that?
Well, you know, I was going into her DMs and
Right.
tweeting her, clocking the T, saying what it
Obviously,
is,
yeah, right.
and she had blocked me, the queen,
Really, but
as
like,
in me,
why?
because I was clocking her T.
And what were you saying?
Well, I was actually the one who originally leaked the Big Clue video. So, yeah.
And I
So
personally
I
haven't
think she
seen.
was holding
Oh,
a little bit of a grudge.
you know,
Um,
can you give us an insight? Was it a big clue?
it was a very little clue. I think you would know a lot about that though.
Oh. I actually would not.
Um,
The fuck? Okay.
what?
Also, you tweeted BDS Brett had sex with a Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, we all saw that video, baby.
Oh, I don't recall anything of that sort.
Did you
Um,
not have sex with the Thanksgiving turkey?
let's move
Oh,
on.
okay.
Okay. As an unfortunate person yourself living in Section 8, how does your situation inspire
Oh, no, baby. I live in the Hidden Hills.
in the Hidden Hills, right? Using 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 your mother's money, right?
No, all my money is made from me. I don't use my
And
mom's money at all.
do you have a good connection with your mom?
I do, me and my mom, we hang out every week. She loves her granddaughter.
Right,
And I love my brother, Papa Bear. I see Papa
right,
Bear a lot. He's a lot younger than me though, but we still have that good connection. So Brittany, Isha, and Papa Bear are actually
right.
very close.
And how was your
Even
aunt?
though Brittany, well,
How was your auntie Ming Lee?
oh, Ming is good. I haven't spoken to her in a minute, but
Right. How was
I did
growing
see
up?
her get her ass beat though.
Oh, how
Girl,
was
you better go take that insulin, baby.
how was growing up with Ming Lee? Give us the details, sis.
I didn't grow up with Ming Lee. That's my auntie.
Sorry. Wait, what did you say?
What? I said I did not grow up with Ming Lee. That is my auntie.
Oh,
Maybe you got the
interesting.
family tree all mixed up. So
Oh,
Nikki is my mother.
right,
Ming is her sister. That makes her my
right,
auntie. And then Papa Bear is my brother.
right,
And then Papa Bear is Brittany Isha's uncle.
right. Um, and can you reveal what Papa Bear's name is?
I cannot.
Is it because you don't know?
Oh, I do know.
Is that the T?
It starts with a J.
Oh, well, that being said, sis, uh, I noticed. So you released Helen Keller is a fake bitch too. Why did you
Yes.
decide to make another, version,
Well,
a sequel, if I must?
I already ended the bitch once, and I see
Oh,
her talking a lot of shit on Twitter from the grave.
right,
So, I do know a little, I do know my good bit about rituals. And I called
right.
my good sis Thunder up, and we
Okay.
made a human sacrifice, and then Helen came back. So yeah, Helen came back, and we took her to this trap house. And then after that, we started beating on the bitch.
Was that where
She
the
was screaming water. We kept beating on the bitch,
was that where the
and
album
then
was that where the cover came in?
yes, that was actually
Interesting.
a real photo from the moment. I
Oh,
did have my photographer there with me. So, and
oh,
then I decided to put Helen in the oven. And then
oh.
I baking it. I'm baking her in the oven. And she died again. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking at your Twitter right now and I see that your posts are
Yes.
different.
Different how?
Helen Keller caused 9/11 by flying that plane.
um um
Well,
did she not?
and on that note, let,
Oh,
let's close this podcast up. I'm your host.
I'm not done. We have lots more to talk about. Actually, I have to ask you a few questions.
Oh, well, let me sit back and let's see what you got to say, Miss Think.
Oh yeah, that belly's sticking out. Oh, anyway, so
Um,
my first question was,
right.
were you born big or did you become big?
I don't see how that question applies to me as I am not a big person. So no,
Oh, you don't have to lie, BB. I'm a very accepting girl. You know, I
really, yeah,
I support the body positivity movement. I know that you are the face of that movement.
I
So you can be honest with me. Like, were you born big or did you become big?
Well, I guess I kind of became big when Contras was released.
Oh, so
Everybody
did
was.
it like okay, wait, so did like after that album Tank, did that like trigger your bulimia and you started binge eating?
Oh, I can't say that the album tanked it. It's
Oh,
pretty talked about album. I don't see anybody talking about what was it? Poop to Poop?
well, poop to poop.
Yeah,
What's that?
one of your songs.
No, I don't have a song called Poop to Poop, baby.
Poop Attack.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
So my
Next,
second question
yes.
was, so if you had a baby, what would you name it?
I would call it Babes, the first name, and
Oh,
then
that's a
uh
choice.
yeah, and then
And my second question, oh, you can keep
mm,
going.
no, you can keep going.
Oh, okay. What size shoe do you wear? Hello?
Um, I um actually don't know, so I
Oh,
couldn't tell
baby.
you.
Well, them busted ass Crocs you got on is giving me like a 12 and a half.
So you have your new album coming soon. What can you give us a tease of?
Um, well, I can say that the album storyline is a true story. Um, I have a single coming in July.
Oh,
Um, I have the second single coming in August,
right.
and then I have the third single coming in September, and then the
hmm
album is dropping in October.
We need to make a GoFundMe. Everybody, I'm gonna make a GoFundMe, and if y'all don't want Ratish to continue making music, go ahead and sign it.
Oh,
Um,
honey, nobody will be signing that.
can you give us a tease
You
of?
know, I feel
Oh,
like I should. Oh, girl, you need to take that insulin, sis. But I feel like we should start a GoFundMe for BDS's trip to binge eating rehab.
oh, I don't need any.
Wait, what's that? Oh, I just got a person saying that they would donate. Thank you, baby.
Okay, well, back on your album, is there anything you can tease in terms of collaborations?
I have a lot of big artists on it.
Mm,
Um,
Still
I
listening
have
to
an old artist, one of my old original collaborators.
it.
Um, there's 15 tracks
Okay,
on the standard edition,
right.
and there's lots of songs that you can shake your ass to.
Right. Well, I have two more questions before we have to wrap this up. Number one is what do you think of Sun in the Sky?
Oh my god. Imagine someone sitting home mumbling and cackling instead of paying their motherfucking bills.
Because
What are you talking about?
because you shared your Spotify Wrapped of last year, and that was your top stream song.
Um, actually, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Sorry.
really? Well, we'll see when.
The sun in the sky.
Oh, fuck no. Okay. And last question, where can the girls find you at?
You can find me fucking your favorite rapper.
I mean your social media.
Oh. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on YouTube, all at Robert Ratish, just Robert Ratish,
Okay.
all put together, all lowercase. You can also find me on TikTok. I'm not very active on TikTok anymore, but you can find me on there. So yeah.
Right. But if you try to Google her, you might not see many results, okay?
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
I actually have a full artist page on Google. Thank you very
right,
much.
well.
Do
Hey,
you? Can you say the same? Actually,
I actually do.
let's search oh, no result.
Oh, well, on that note, we're gonna have to
Oh
wrap
wait,
it up.
here's
Oh.
the AI overview. It says BDS Brad XO is a porn star known for their feeder content. They also have released flop albums, Don't Forget the XL,
Right.
Televise My Mukbang,
Well,
and The Fat Hood. Some of their notable songs are Burger Queen and Binge. They are also known by the name of BDS Brat and Babe Sell Slay. You know what? Can you tell us a little bit about Babe Sell Slay before we get off here?
On that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Oh, no,
Um,
hold on. No, hold on. You didn't answer my question.
I'm your host, BDS Brat, and this is Rabbit Teach, and we are signing off. Bye.
Oh, no, no. Tell us a little bit about Babe Sell Slay.
Queen, icon, legend, mother, and all around goddess. Thank you.